Remember when you
It
stole?
was something about dropping it.
Okay, you dropped a baby? You would rather drop a baby than drop the booze? I fit my head with some sort of tube so that when I'm laying on my side, the tube is pointed right at the fan. And at the end, it's no longer tube. It's like a giant rectangle.
Yes.
And it fits right over the fan.
Problem solved.
Problem solved.
Plus, you'll look like an astronaut.
Going to Lowe's.
Connie and Curtis on Channel 95.7.
Well, did you do it?
I did not, but I did confront Katie about the fan moving, and she said, I only moved it a tiny bit. It had to have still been on you. And I said, not one bit of it was on me, you jerk face.
So what about last night? I bet it was on you all night.
Last night, it was, I moved it back, and then she said, oh, yeah, that's not going to work. And then she moved it, and I said, come lay in my spot and feel that there's no fan hitting me anywhere. So then she laid there. So then we moved it we just moved it in incremental little bits till it finally was reaching me at my pillow.
Is this a new argument that you have? I mean, I know it's an ongoing, recurring thing.
Right.
But is it new every house you move into with every new room?
No, it is just new to sleeping and like the bouncing off the bed. She hates it. She feels it bouncing off the bed because it goes over my face into the headboard and then rebounds to her.
I just came up with a brilliant idea.
What are you talking about?
We need to invent a bed
Okay.
that is lower on one side.
Wow.
I know, I'm a genius.
Wow.
Then you could have the fan blowing all over you, just blow right over the top of her.
But then what if I...
Roll onto her.
Exactly.
We'll put a baby bar up.
Put a baby bar up. I love
Yeah.
this. So why don't we just get two twin beds and jack one up? And
You could.
Okay.
Could.
We'll do that. Because the girls have twin beds. Perfect. We'll do that. We'll
Just get an extra box spring for yours.
We'll take twin bed, or I won't give her a box spring. That'll
Right,
make her
it should be
lower.
very low.
That would keep her lower. This is the plan. You have nailed the plan.
Thank you.
Awesome.
I'm a genius.
You are a genius.
Welcome to Tuesday.
I don't know how long I'm going to be able to hold off on this Bachelorette talk. Oh, my goodness.
Was it good?
Remember how, okay, spoiler here. If you didn't watch it yet and you don't want to know anything, turn it off. Okay. Remember how Nick, we all thought was just a D-bag and he's only playing the game and only playing the game?
Nick's heartbroken, isn't he?
I don't think so.
No?
I still think he is just trying to make people feel bad for him. He
Really?
went weird stalker on her, something fierce yesterday. So she went on vacation to Mexico.
Yep.
He called Chris Harrison and said, I need to see her. Where is she? I'm not telling you. They had the Bachelor Speak last week. Remember? It was
Right.
live. He went there to talk to her. She refused. He wrote her a note. Left the note with her. She read the note. And then last night, he dropped the bombshell. If you knew you weren't in love with me, why did you bang me? Booyah!
And she got mad, right?
Oh, you should have seen the look on her face.
It's a fair question. Why would you? Because like 2 days later, you want to marry another guy.
Because if it was The Bachelor, he banged everybody.
No, I wonder the same thing about The Bachelor.
And that's what Katie said, too. She said, I always wonder, like, you're kissing and you're right there, and then you're like, I'm going to go marry this guy. But I think if you're dating...
You're like, oh.
And you're figuring it
yes,
all out.
I love you, and I've loved you all along. Like she said to him, I've loved you from the moment I talked to you.
Yes.
Okay, well, if that's the case, then...
He said that he loved her right when he saw her, when he got out of the limo. This is Josh.
Yeah.
And she said, and I loved you right then, too. I knew. And that was the guy that's her type, right?
Right.
Katie was happy because she picked the handsomest guy. She's like, well, at least she picked the one who's stunning.
Yeah, I flipped it on for a minute and saw Nick and was like, ew.
Yeah. Well, and he's so just stop and go talker and trying to make himself cry
Is that how he is?
the whole
I watched it for like
time.
1 minute. I
I
had to figure out who he was.
love you and you don't love me back. Why did you make love to me? And she was, and you should have seen the looks on the audience's face, like, she banged Nick. Wow.
So wait, was Josh there?
He was there, but he was not sitting there. He was still
Okay.
in his dressing room.
How do you think he feels about that? How would you feel about
Okay.
that? Katie, you asked Katie to marry you, and
Yes.
you find out the day before or 2 days before, whatever
She
it is.
banged somebody.
She did it with somebody else.
Here's the deal.
How would you feel?
You need to separate what I would feel from what I would feel if I was on a show to find someone where they're all kissing and I assume
I don't
humping.
care whether you're on a show or not. How would you, Curtis, feel if that happened to you and Katie she'd done it to somebody
Right.
2 days before you asked her to marry you, and then she said yes?
I mean, she still is with me, right? You don't get to do anybody after.
Man, I just wouldn't be okay with that.
Well, and that's like we were talking about Mario Lopez's ex-wife. She found out that the night before their wedding, he cheated on her with one of the strippers.
Right.
We don't know what he did. I mean, maybe you do if you look it up online. I don't know what he did.
Right.
But she found out, and she divorced him
She's done.
4 weeks after their wedding.
Yeah.
We're done. I found out about this bachelor party. You're out of here.
Right.
I think I'd be fine with it.
Well, we always have the conversation about cheating, and I always say, if Dan cheated on me, I do not believe that I
Right.
could stay because I would make his life hell
Right.
and my life hell.
When do you
and
have
it wouldn't
to-
be worth it.
when do
and
you
you
have
always
to
say
stop?
you think you would stay.
When do you have to stop doing it to people in a relationship?
Once you're committed,
Okay, and she wasn't committed.
but she loved him from the minute she saw
But
him.
that's not what you said.
She offered.
Do you have to stop once you love someone?
Maybe with a show, it's totally different. That doesn't change it, though. If you say you knew you loved
Yeah.
me, you loved me,
But you're not
the minute
committed.
you saw me, then you should not be having sex one day before I ask
But
you to
there's no
marry me.
commitment involved until that final episode. And you don't know if I'm going to say yes. You could love me a million times. You don't know if at the end I'm going to get on my knee and propose because it's a game.
So if Dan didn't know that I was going to say yes to him before he asked me to marry him, then I could just go around doing it to everybody I wanted to?
Yes.
I do not agree with that.
No, I think the game is different. And
I think the game is different too, but it doesn't matter. You're down to the end
but
with
there's
two
no
guys.
but there's no commitment.
But you're down. But that's my rule. That's not her rule. But you're down to the end with two guys.
Right.
And you're gonna sleep with both of them to see which one's better.
Absolutely. This isn't 1910.
What do you think, Amanda?
I don't know. I mean, from what it sounds like, and I read a couple articles and read her comment about how she knew that she was going to pick this guy all along or that she
Right.
loved him all along. If you knew that, then why are you sleeping with the other guy?
Because
Right.
if you believe what she was saying all season long, like you guys are kind of coming in at the end and
Right.
hearing everything.
Right.
If you believe what she said all season long, she knew she wanted to pick him.
But he was her type, and she didn't want to go with her
She didn't
type,
know
right?
if she could pick him
Right.
because she had been hurt by him, in quotes, hundreds of times throughout her life. And she needed him to show that he was different from all the other guys like him.
Don't you wonder, though, how they can, and you always wonder if they do it on those dates, but don't you wonder how all of them can hook up with each other on those last 4, 3, 2 dates, and then when the person says, "Will you marry me?" they go, "Yes, I love you so," and it's so
Yes.
so much love.
Oh, so fake.
And they're saying
When she
all
and
these
Josh
things.
did it last night?
Do you know what I mean?
Yes.
They're saying, because I read through the transcript of what they were saying last night. I'm like, wow, those are things you say to like your soulmate. And I don't
Right.
expect you to say yes to your soulmate when one night before you were sleeping with somebody else.
It was uncomfortable, though, watching after she said yes,
Mm-hmm.
because it was like they needed to prove to the world that they were going to work.
Yes.
Because they were kissing, but not like intimately kissing.
Okay.
Just like pecking at each other. Like,
Okay.
I love you so much. I love him. I can't believe. And it was weird to watch.
Really?
And then when he came to the After the Rose, he was like rubbing her and like
Didn't
touching
Chris
on her.
Harrison have to say at one point, like, stop it? Or,
Oh, I missed
or
that.
You
I don't
guys,
know.
I saw it in the little transcript.
Okay.
Something like, wow, you guys stop touching each other. Something. He had to say something.
I missed that.
apparently.
I wouldn't surprise me if he did say that because he was all over her more than she was all over him.
He was
kind
all
of
over-
like,
okay.
look who I won. Look who I won. Yeah. And that ring, she was so excited about that ring.
Was it pretty?
It was hard for her to pretend that she was into Josh more than the ring because she said, yes. And then she goes, oh my. And he's kissing her on the neck and she's just looking
staring
at her
at the
ring.
ring.
It was hilarious. It was very funny. But yeah, so this Nick guy, what a D-bag. Still, I'm so glad he didn't win. And he did not help himself. He came off very stalkery.
Do you think that that is a planned response so he will get the sympathy vote? Because
Yes.
you know women now
Yes.
all over the country are like, I'll make you feel better.
I
now."
did think that. I did think that the entire time. And then I said to Katie, do you think he's just doing this so that women will like come to his
Flock
rescue?
to his aid.
And she said, yeah, but he's really coming off as kind of a creep.
Right.
So you really need, I mean, women write to people on death row inmates and say, hey, I want to have your kid. But I think he lost a lot of women from as far as he took it. You know?
He's not very cute either.
And he's not very cute.
He's not very cute
either.
I couldn't believe he made it into the final 2.
Because he played the game. He was a weasel. He's weaselly. And now he's creepy. Ridiculous.
Are you sad that it's over?
Well, I was sad that it's over until I was reminded by Chris Harrison that Bachelor Paradise starts Monday.
Okay, so what is that? Is that the kind of sleazy one?
Well, it's like Temptation Island from back in the day, except they're Bachelor contestants.
Okay.
And I think a guy is going to punch a girl and go to jail.
Oh.
That's what they at least made it look like. It probably won't happen.
No, it probably won't.
But they had handcuffs. They had blood. They had crying.
Handcuffs like by cops?
Yeah.
Oh,
so
okay.
who knows what's going to happen in
Crazy.
this? Well, they probably do have handcuffs. I mean, we just found out that Andy, who we thought was so pure,
kind of
is
skanky, right?
doing it to 2 guys on the night before the big proposal. What do you expect? That's the whole idea, though, behind that show. So where you said, how can you sleep with one person? The fantasy suite, the whole idea is to do it to up to 3 guys.
Right.
You could do it to up to 4 guys if you wanted to.
Yeah.
Boom, 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 boom. And now that is a weekend. That's a party there, doing it to 4 guys.
That is a weekend.
Well, you just pick your one. And you can't show your hand. So, if she was going to totally say to Nick, no, we can't do this, that shows, Nick, you're not winning this game.
Well, no, she says, I'm not doing this with anybody.
Right. And then she's doing it to Josh 4 minutes later, and he hears it. I mean, that's not good.
He hears
Do
it.
you really think that they put them in, like, the direct...
Yeah, they're in a adjoining room.
Like, next room.
Adjoining
there's a door,
rooms.
They have that
and
door
it's open.
between.
They just leave the door open.
They leave the door open. That way you have 2 bathrooms.
Right.
I mean, hello. Who
When you
hasn't
clog
done
one
that?
toilet, you get to just go into the other one.
Exactly.
Yeah.
Their humpers are making too much noise, and you just go in the other bed. You take it easy. You can watch TV in
I'm
the
kind
other
of
room.
sad that it's over because it was entertaining listening to you talk about it.
Bachelor Paradise starts Monday. Be ready for it.
Oh, man.
Booyah.
Are you going to watch it?
Me?
Yeah.
No.
Me neither.
What?
Was Grumpy Cat on there for some reason?
He's on a Cheerios commercial.
On the Bachelor thing last night, because I saw a picture of her holding the Grumpy Cat.
Oh, I did not see that. I was
That
flipping
would
back
have been the
and
best
forth.
part of the whole show. Andy was holding Grumpy
Yeah.
Cat.
Where did you see this?
The story
lucky.
that I printed for you, Connie, about it.
Okay.
The picture is in there of her holding Grumpy Cat because I left it in there because I thought it was funny.
You were making things up.
I am not.
How did I miss that?
I don't know.
Andy Grumpy Cat. I'm Googling
I don't
here.
have.
Grumpy
oh,
Cat.
yeah.
Yeah,
Look,
Grumpy Cat
see
guest
it?
stars. No, I missed Grumpy Cat.
Oh.
Here's a pic. Super cute. Grumpy Cat. I love Grumpy Cat.
I wondered why. What was the point?
He's very grumpy, but they are not. In
No,
that
they're
photo.
not grumpy
they're
at all.
very smiley
They're
in that
super
photo.
happy. Grumpy Cat is so cute, though.
Here's a picture of her making a grumpy face with Grumpy Cat. No, I missed that.
They're cute.
Dang it.
Disappointing.
That is. I must have been peeing or something. That's the worst. I'm
You miss
brushing my
all the
teeth.
best parts because of pee.
No kidding. I'm brushing my teeth. That's the worst.
You should stop doing that.
Thanks a lot, Grumpy Cat. I'm going to start holding it and never brush my teeth again.
All right, 621.
The new
6:33 at Channel 95.7 with Connie and Curtis. 53 degrees right now.
cold.
76 today and a chance of some evening thunderstorms.
average, this is from Matthew Kirkwood, Twitter, okay? Average July temp in Grand Rapids,
83.
68.8 degrees.
Oh, this year.
If nothing changes through the end of the month, which is Thursday, it'll be the 6th coolest July in the history of Grand Rapids. I get down to 51 on my drive in today.
Yeah.
That's too cold. I have the air on, okay?
Right.
So I had to turn the air off on my drive in.
Yeah, I did too.
I was like, this is too cold.
I wore a sweater today.
Yeah. Sweaty.
A sweater. When I was putting it on, I thought, this is July 29th.
It is. You and Amanda
What
have
is happening?
jeans on today.
I
mean,
know.
it is like we are camping.
I almost wore boots.
Don't be camping. Can you imagine if we were camping right now, how freezing it would be in the tent?
Oh, I love camping. in this kind of weather,
51,
though.
you're like, got to have a good sleeping bag. Otherwise, I mean, if you get one of those, the cheap ones, That's no good. No fun at all.
Then you're wet and cold.
You're wet. You're freezing. You haven't slept. You're hungover. Camping. Ridiculous.
So, mental note, you might want to grab a coat when you're leaving because it's cold. But we're supposed to hit 76.
Yeah, so
that's nice.
It'll warm up later.
It was so windy yesterday, though.
How windy was it?
Really windy at my house.
Yeah, it was windy at my house, too. Things blowing. We saw sheep. We saw cattle.
It was like the movie Twister.
Blowing through the yard. We had all the windows open, okay? So I got home around noon, opened all the windows. Our windows were already open. Around 3 o'clock, it was so cold in our house that Katie and I were on the couch watching TV with blankets over us.
Isn't that awesome?
And the girls came in with their friends, and the friend said, "Are you cold?" And we're like, "Yeah, we're freezing." My goodness.
Because they were running around outside, right?
Right, and the sun was shining outside. We talked about making a fire in the fireplace. But we didn't. We chose not to. We didn't do it, luckily.
That is funny.
I have to confess an all-time low to you right now.
Oh, no.
Remember, I've been playing the Kardashians game?
Yes.
I'm number 1, by the way. I have 70-ish million Twitter followers.
Okay.
Like, I am big time. I'm dating the 43rd most popular
wow.
woman in the game. Like, she and I are hitting it off. We just decided to become exclusive. I had to pay $10 to the game to keep it going the other day.
You paid $10, Curtis.
I have never in my life paid money to a game, and I needed energy.
Wait.
And I paid $10 to my game the other
Why
day.
Does your
couldn't you
wife
just
know?
wait?
Does Katie know?
I did tell Katie because I would have lost out. It's a timed.
Okay.
The game is timed, so you have these timed
You just
events.
gave $10 to Kim Kardashian.
I did. I gave her $10, and I couldn't help it. I had to.
You need to step away from the game.
I think I would do it again.
Really?
I do.
Yeah, well, you probably will.
I paid
First time is the hardest.
$10 to Kim Kardashian because I was going to fail my challenge if I didn't.
That is crazy.
Isn't it?
You've gotten a lot of people addicted to it, though. I know, Amanda, you said you're addicted to it now. One of our listeners posted on Facebook, Curtis!
Yes. My kids.
She's addicted to it.
My kids are playing. Luckily, they don't have a credit card associated with
No
their
kidding.
with their iTunes account.
You'd end up as a news story. You know, you see those
Exactly.
news stories. Yeah, father's mad because son charged $22,000 on internet games.
I could pay hundreds of dollars a day.
That
It
is
is crazy.
So you paid $10 so you would keep all your fans, right?
No, I paid $10 so that I would be able to finish the project that I was on. Because you have to have energy to play the game.
Okay.
Or to do
How
projects.
do you get energy other than
over
paying?
time.
Okay.
Over time. So I made the mistake, and I went to my manager's office. And my manager, I didn't have any energy.
He's talking about the Kim Kardashian game.
And my manager said, "Hey, you need to go do something right now, and you have 20 minutes to finish it." And I was like, I don't have any energy. I shouldn't have come here. $10. Booyah!
Simon.
Here I am. Simon is my manager.
So you actually had to put in a credit card
Well, it's already associated with my account, so because it all goes
with
off.
iTunes or whatever?
Yeah, so
Okay.
it knew my credit card. So I just had to put in my password, hit OK again, and then payday
What did
for
Katie
Kim
say?
Kardashian.
Was she annoyed?
She couldn't believe it.
I can't believe it either.
She's like, "You just paid $10 to play a stupid video game?"
yeah, I
said,
can't believe it
the
either.
enjoyment that I've had from it, though, is definitely worth $10.
Yeah.
But now I
I think if
can't
you go to a movie, you know,
$10.
spend $10.
Exactly. If
That's
I
only 2 hours of enjoyment.
go to Bigby twice.
Yeah.
That's $10.
Yeah.
So I just won't go to Bigby 2 times because I've decided to give Kim Kardashian my money. She's making. Remember, about a week or 2 weeks ago, we read that she was going to make $85 million from the game.
Yes.
Now it's
Crazy.
up into the hundreds of millions that she's going to make because this game has exploded, and I can't get enough of it. But I'm afraid now because I went to see my manager in the game and he sent me on a little deal and I didn't have energy. So now if I'm low on energy, I just turn it off and wait like 4 hours till my energy is recharged because I don't want to get stuck like that again. But it's going to happen. I'm going to end up paying money again to Kim Kardashian.
Curtis,
I love it.
how much money are you going to spend this year on that stupid game?
Probably $1,000.
Can you?
That's insane.
Katie will kill you.
She would.
if you spend $1,000.
Well, here's the thing. It would show up
You
as
need
a-
to get a new mattress.
It would show up as a charge from the phone. So it wouldn't. I could say it was something else.
Okay. Oh, well, that would be a lie.
Well, it would be a lie.
And we don't want to do
Well,
that.
and I buy CDs on my phone all the time, so I am always buying things on my phone. So
Okay.
she won't know. It's $10 would be a big charge that you'll see,
Yeah.
but you can pay $5 and get less energy.
But you wanted energy.
Well, I needed the $10 worth.
You should have got the $100 worth.
Oh, if you pay $100.
I thought about it.
Oh my gosh.
I thought about it.
How long would that last you? $100 worth.
That would last me.
Let's see how much $100 worth of energy, like how many little lightning bolts you get for $100.
So I would be buying just the Kim Kardashian stars, and then you trade those in for an energy.
Okay.
So for $100 worth, I think you get like 5,000 stars. So that would last me quite a
while.
Quite a while.
Okay.
But I can't have a $100 charge on my phone.
No!
That's if like you pay your own cell phone bill. You don't have a joint account with somebody who sees it. But I can go $10, no problem. Nobody will care about that.
Wow.
And I
Sucked
wonder,
in.
once you buy that much, do you then keep it like it'll recharge up to that?
No. Well, you can have unlimited stars. So that's
Okay.
why I bought stars instead of energy. You have different choices of what to buy. You can buy money too. I'm not buying any money though. I should buy money.
Buying money.
Yeah, because I have this girlfriend, so then I was buying her all these clothes, and I spent like $4,000 on her clothes.
Lauren, what do you think about this? Intern Lauren is shaking her head right now like, are you kidding me?
I can't believe you just seem so much more level-headed than
I
this.
know. I know. I'm telling
I'm
you.
shocked. I mean, I know you watched The Bachelor, so I already judge you a little bit for that. But Kim Kardashian, you should be ashamed of yourself.
I gave her $10 so that I could have enough
Yeah.
energy to complete the task.
Well, technically, I think you gave the game company
Right.
like $6 and her
And she got 4. She got 4. I paid Kim Kardashian $4.
You did.
I can't help myself.
Do you feel dirty?
I do feel dirty, and I felt embarrassed. I went to Katie and said, I just spent $10 on my game. And she's like, you did? I'm like, yes. She said, why? I said, I needed to finish. That's the deal.
Is she playing the game?
She's not.
She's not, okay.
No, they tricked me. How many can I get for $100?
Well, right now I can't see that because my energy is charged up, so it's just wanting to charge me energy.
Okay,
for
I'll log in
stars.
here.
Oh,
Let's
you
see.
guys.
Let's see how many I can get for $100, and then we'll do a GoFundMe account,
Yeah.
and we'll see if we
Yeah.
can get people in and around Grand Rapids to pay for my Kardashian.
I have literally never played one game
you need
online.
to.
Never played one online game ever. Now Lauren's looking at me like I'm weird. Never played one game
A lot
online.
of judgment to pass.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Never played one game.
I
And
can't-
this is why. I don't want to waste my money on that.
It's not a waste.
I have better things to waste my money on.
It was so worth it. I can't connect to the game here. But,
Okay.
Oh, no, I was in. Dang it.
Ooh, I just found a hack. You want to hear it?
Yes?
You found a what?
Wait, is this one of those free ones? Because remember when I sent the text to everyone in my...
No. This is an actual hack.
Okay.
To get unlimited energy, shut your game down and go to the settings on your device. Set the time forward 30 to 60 minutes. When you open the game back up, your energy should be refilled.
Oh my gosh.
Are you kidding
You guys
me?
need some therapy and some counseling.
Wait, hold on. Do you think that works?
I don't know.
That can't work.
Look at how excited he just got. He just got so
I did,
excited.
but that can't work. All right, I'll tell
Didn't
you.
you say you had to shut it off for like 4 hours?
Yeah, because it's like every 5 minutes you get one piece of energy back.
Okay.
But what happens when you go? What happens when you go back in time?
Right, do you lose it?
Then
That's what
do you
I'm
lose
wondering.
it?
I don't know if Amanda's little hack is correct. For $100, I could have had 1,250 stars, and I can buy energy for like 18 stars.
Okay.
So that would have been
Yeah,
awesome. I
that
should have
would've
just
been
paid
a lot.
100 and just been done
No,
with it.
you couldn't.
Yes, I should
You
have.
should not have. No.
Katie
you
would
should not
leave
have.
me if I spent $100 on a game.
Well,
But no, she wouldn't, because like you buy video games and they're $70.
she wouldn't leave
I
you.
mean, we've done that in our past.
She may have an intervention with you.
She may have a
may
problem.
have-
She may have a
Probably,
problem.
but she wouldn't leave you.
But yeah, the girls are playing now, and they're loving it, and they're asking me questions about. I am the Kardashian game expert in my house, so they come to me and ask questions. And Haley's a D-list celebrity, and I said, "Well, that's great. I'm the #1 celebrity in the game." Wow, how many Twitter followers do you have? 70 million.
Ooh, you're close to winning the game then.
Oh, how do you win?
You have to be an A-lister with over 85 million fans.
And then
So-
you win.
And then
Yeah.
it's over?
And then it says...
That's a
so
waste of my money then.
Then the game is done, and then the most fun thing to do is then just continue to accumulate money to be able to
Okay.
buy every single thing that you can buy.
So I'm almost going to win. I've been playing this game for 3 weeks. And I'm almost the winner of this game.
And you paid $10.
I paid. It was only $10.
Only $10 for you to win.
That is good to know because I was wondering, like, what is going to happen 10 years from now? Am I still going to be playing the Kardashian game?
Probably.
Maybe, but now, not if it ends at 85 million followers. I'm 10, 15 million away.
You are. You're very close.
Wow.
He just raised his hands like he's a champion.
In victory. I did do that. I can't wait.
Well, congratulations.
Thank you so much.
You're very
so
welcome.
if you could buy lunch today, I would appreciate
no,
it.
I'm not buying you lunch
I'm
today.
down $10 on the week.
I'm not going to be buying you lunch today.
embarrassing.
We've got some thunderstorms on the way this afternoon. 76 is the high. It's 53 now at 6:44.
Connie and Curtis.
Maroon 5 on Channel 95.7 with Connie and Curtis. Do you ever listen to his voice and wonder how he can sing that high?
I do wonder that.
Man.
All the time.
It's so high.
Do you think it's his real singing voice?
Yes.
Yeah, like he's not putting on a little show.
No, I don't think so.
Because then you see
So falsetto.
Because then you see Weird Al, and Weird Al who just put his new album out, and he has all these songs, and he does every single song, and he sounds exactly like them. Mm-hmm. You know, so he can mimic.
Why do
with
you
his
think
singing.
Weird Al decided to become Weird Al and not just
Al?
Al Yankovic or however you pronounce his
Yeah,
last
I don't
name,
know.
and be an artist that wasn't a jokey one?
Maybe he is just funny, and he likes that.
I think it's because of the way he looks.
Okay.
I think seriously, I think somebody told him you're never going to make it because you look weird.
Well,
And he was like, oh, that's a perfect name.
he started out as a kid, though. There was a radio show called Dr. Demento that would play weird songs, and he sent a copy of a song to the show that he loved listening to.
Okay.
So that was what he liked. He liked that type of
Okay.
music. He sent a
So nobody turned him down.
I don't know. I've never seen the behind the music of Weird Al Yankovic.
Is there one?
Oh, yeah. We should watch it. Maybe today we can get together and watch it.
I can't.
You're busy today?
I'm busy today.
Maybe after you watch The Notebook.
Oh, right. I still have the Notebook in my bag. I have yet to crack it. But I did get a spoiler about the Notebook.
Oh, no. Did you get the spoiler?
I don't know. What's the spoiler?
I'm not telling you.
Here's the deal. When James Garner died, there was a lot of Notebook talk.
Oh, yeah.
And then it was talking about how he was in bed with his wife, and she thinks that he's the other guy. And I was like, oh, no. What's going on? So what is the deal?
I'm not telling you.
What's the spoiler?
Someday before you die, you'll probably watch it.
I mean, I'm
and I
carrying
don't
it-
want to ruin it
I'm
for
carrying
you.
around Amanda's
It
copy
will
of the
ruin
Notebook.
it. I don't want to ruin it
How
for
would
you.
it ruin it?
Because it will ruin it.
I mean, I've seen the usual
I've given you
suspects
the
15 or 20
analogy.
times.
I know. And Sixth Sense, too.
Sixth Sense?
That would have been ruined if you knew what was going on.
I knew what was going on before I saw the Sixth Sense.
Whatever.
Let's
I'm
tell,
not telling you the end.
tell
Let's give
America
away some
the secret.
T-shirts right now because we got new
Oh.
T-shirts and it's T-shirt Tuesday.
Amanda just messaged me the spoiler.
Oh, no,
She
I
did
didn't.
not. I know, but all right. 770-895-7. Our new T-shirts. We have not said what they say on the air.
No, we
yet.
have not.
They
Sorry.
say Connie and Curtis and
Sorry.
sorry.
SORRY underneath. You can get 2 of them. This is the first chance to win them ever. Pegasus Sports up in
Sorry.
Rockford made it. We're going to throw in some Goodrich quality theater passes too. 770-895-7. Connie and Curtis. Sorry. Yeah. They're in the spirit and style of those Lake Michigan unsalted shirts that we know and love so much. 770-895-7. You got them.
These are the first ones of the new batch.
They are.
I'm super excited.
I have some breaking news here right
Sorry.
now.
You do?
This Aaron Offsayer, you know him over at ZZM 13.
I do know him.
Ludington Buoy, water temp. Take a guess.
50.
39 degrees.
Oh, I saw that South Haven was 50 last night.
South Haven right now is sitting at 60.
Okay.
We have Saugatuck Beach, the Oval Beach, at 50. 53 at
Ludington,
Muskegon,
39.
the state park, and the Ludington Buoy, 39 degree water. 49
It's
degrees.
going to freeze up again.
49 degrees if you're actually on the beach at Ludington. That's the water temp right now. All for being cold one night.
Right.
I mean, that is the worst.
But there are no swimming restrictions today, right? They're
No.
not expecting like 10-foot waves.
No, go swim. Enjoy. It'll be perfect.
Yeah, that sounds great.
770-895-7. Connie and Curtis, who is this?
This is Mike.
Mike, you got the first sorry shirts. Yay!
Wow, okay.
There you go. We'll get you a 2-pack of shirts so you can have one and you can give one to someone else, or you can wear them on back-to-back days, or you can have one on, and when somebody says, take that
Your
shirt
choice,
off,
Mike.
you take it off and you have the other shirt right
Sorry.
underneath. Sorry.
One on each arm.
Yeah.
One on each
One
arm.
on each arm. There
if
you
you
go.
have giant arms. That would work. 'Cause they're
You're very
t-shirts.
creative. Mike's very creative.
Mike is very good at this. The
Hold on,
sorry
Mike.
shirts have landed. We made it.
Yay! All right, we'll have more this morning because it is a T-shirt Tuesday.
Wake up.